and welcome, Hannah Love Lanier. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is such a treat for me. So, you have been acting since you were a child, right?
Yes, I have.
What has that experience like been like for you, and how did you get into acting?
It's been pretty, I think I had a very gentle push into it. My mom was an actress for a very, very long time, and I started acting with her and with my family, just doing commercials. My first commercial was with Oprah, so it was quite the jump into it. So my first job was that, and it was with my mom and my dad on set, and we were all doing it together. And that day on set, I said, I think I really like this. I think I may want to start doing this for real. And I was maybe 10 around that time. And yeah, then I just started to get more into theatrical stuff as I got more into it. And here we are.
Your first commercial, your first acting job was with a commercial with Oprah.
Yes,
And
it
you,
was.
yeah, you still remember it because you were 10 years old.
Yes, very vividly. I remember it very vividly. It was very fun.
What was, just a curiosity, what was that commercial for?
It was for she had like a food brand, Oh That's Good, out at the time. And we were there for some mashed potatoes. And yeah, it was great. We were like at her guest house that was not really a guest house. It was a luxurious and it was a lovely time. I enjoyed
Mhm.
the mashed potatoes.
Wow, I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty epic. Um, so what was your journey like, or what has your journey been like leading up to your role with Lioness? How did you decide to take on acting like in a serious note?
I think as I started auditioning more for commercials, I fell in love more with the art of performing and wanted to expand more into film and television. And it was a solid like 5 years before I really got anywhere, got to where I am now. It took time and a lot of auditioning. And Lioness, I got Lioness and Roadhouse pretty much at the same time, and it felt like it happened very quickly. And yeah, I mean, it was overwhelming in the best way because it was like I've been doing this for all this time, and it felt like, oh, I'm not getting where I want it, and then boom, overnight here I am. And yeah, I'm very beyond grateful for where I am and am hoping to continue to grow more.
So both of your parents are actors and actresses. Does
Mhm.
were they able to kind of like serve as mentors for you?
Yeah, my dad more got dragged into commercials, but he's not much of an actor himself. I think he did theater growing up, so he likes to help me with the theater stuff when he can, singing. But my mom, for sure, she's definitely always in my corner, my personal acting coach, as I like to say, my momager and acting coach. And I would not be able to do the things that I'm able to do now without her and her support. So her experience is of great help to me in my career.
Yeah, I'm sure like as a momager, they're definitely able to guide you
Yeah.
and look out for you in the best way. Okay. Um, so I was really impressed at the amount of versatility that you showed in your scenes at Lioness. The anger, the frustration, the grief, it felt really real to me. How are you able to display that level of versatility?
It was, I think, scary for me at first. It was intimidating for me to sort of uh dive into the more sad stuff. Like I think a fear when you're just starting out is being able to cry and how am I going to be able to portray these emotions and everything. But once I actually got on set, being surrounded with incredible talent like Zoe Saldana and Dave Annabelle, it made it 1,000 times easier. I was really able to just sort of put myself into the character's shoes and the emotions sort of unlocked by doing that and just sort of putting myself into the scene. And yeah, it just comes by, I've been incredibly blessed to be standing beside people that make it easier for me. And as I continue to learn and grow, it's easier for me to tap into those things just by the experiences that I've had so far.
It's amazing. Okay. Is there any plans for you to study acting or theater, or are you just going to be learning on the job?
So I am an early graduate and am a freshman in college right now. And I am
That's
planning,
wonderful.
yes, I'm excited. And I am planning on studying film. So yes, I will be going to school for film. That is the plan as of right now. So I'm gonna have to start applying to colleges and stuff soon. So we'll see. I'm excited.
What was it like for you working alongside Zoe Saldana and then also getting to play the role as her daughter?
It was nothing short of amazing. She is one of the sweetest people in the entire world. You would never know. I mean, I never know that she is my boss. She's so inviting and welcoming. And I felt like I sort of, there's always those nerves when you're first stepping on set season one and you're like, oh, I'm the underdog and I'm coming in here. But as soon as I stepped on there with her, it didn't feel like that at all. And her having kids of her own, I felt like I was one of hers and it made my job easier. And I've been able to learn and grow so much as an actor just by working alongside her and watching her and picking up what the way she asks questions, takes direction, all of it. I've been able to sort of internalize it into my own way and expand myself and grow as an actor. So I'm incredibly grateful to be able to work alongside her. And I have not one bad thing to say at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can probably feed off of like the set and the coworkers' creative energy, and it gives you a little boost as well.
For sure.
Okay. Um, what are some future roles that you have on your wish list?
I am a big rom-com coming of age person.
Love it. Okay.
Right.
Brilliant.
It's one of my
We
favorite.
need more rom-coms. Like
Yes, me
I'm so
too.
sorry to interrupt, but I'm sick and tired of rewatching the 90s rom-coms and early 2000s.
Right, exactly, which is exactly what I've been doing. So I want to bring it back, get the ball rolling. So for sure,
Mhm.
definitely something I would totally love to do is some coming of age classic rom-com, bring them back around. And also I want to start doing some of my own stuff, get my own production company started with my mom, and she's a writer. So just sort of working together to build our own projects and bring some of our ideas to life is definitely a short-term and long-term goal of mine. And yeah, I just want to expand and grow off of what I'm already doing and try new things and be intimidated again.
Well, that's a good thing that you like. It kind of sounds like you enjoy being outside of your comfort zone, which is a strength if you let it be.
Yeah, I definitely, as I've gotten older, when I was younger, being out of my comfort zone was very difficult. And I would sort of just like to stay where I wanted to be. As a person, I'm not a very emotional person. And as an actor, that doesn't matter. Gotta express what you're feeling. And that would make me uncomfortable. And as I've gotten older, the more uncomfortable I am, I find myself more, both as a person, but as an actor, I just grow so much more by being uncomfortable. So finding those experiences that do that for me has been important because I've learned so much by doing so.
Yeah, that's a level of vulnerability that
Mhm.
like as a person you get to grow, but then also as an actress.
Yeah, for
Amazing. Well, I also heard that you're somewhat of an athlete.
sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the long jump?
Yes, the long jump.
Um, how did you start getting into competing in long jump?
Once again, my mom also grew up doing triple jump, long jump, and track. So,
Oh, so this is genetics.
yes,
Genetics is
it's
kicking
genetics.
in.
Thanks, mom. um, It sort of started, I think I was 8 or something when I first started running track, my brother and I. And we were just having fun at first. And I tried long jump out and found out that I'm pretty good at this. I'm sort of a natural. And I was trying to do postseason, so beyond the regular season of track, and found out I was actually in the junior Olympic team without even knowing it. So then I sort of ended up being in this place where I had to qualify for junior Olympics, even though I was just trying to run more track and do more long jump. And I ended up making it. I ended up working my butt off, missing a lot of family events and time with my friends that I could really lock in on long jump and getting practice in. And then I placed 6th in the nation. So very crazy time of my like childhood, I'd say. I think I was 8, 12 the times that I went, or because I went twice. And yeah, very grateful. I think it taught me a lot of resilience, and that hard work really does pay off, and sometimes missing a family event or two is worth it.
Wow. I I can't even imagine how you were able to balance all of that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
The thermometer comes in.
Yeah.
Besides the resilience and hard work, do you see any parallels into being into competing professionally and then also being an actress? Is there anything you're able to borrow um between the competitions and then the acting roles?
Yeah, well, I started track and long jump before I really got into acting. So the discipline that you have to have in order to stick with um, a sport like track where everything is always going and there will always be people that are faster than you, and you have to just constantly be improving and also keeping yourself healthy, because you cannot, I mean, my knees, I needed to be taking care of my knees with long jump. And so it sort of teaches patience and trusting the process, because there were times where I'd have days where I would be jumping and I would not jump my best and I would get beat. And it was important to not get in my head over that, but for the next meet, okay, we're going to lock in. I'm going to do this, this, and this, so that the next time I can be there and I can meet these people where they are and I can continue to get better. So with acting, it's sort of that same idea where, you know, you can audition and audition, audition and feel like you're not getting anywhere. 5 years of, you know, just small things here and there, or 5 years of nothing. And then you get that one thing that clicks with the right person, with the right casting director. And now here I am with Lioness and Roadhouse. And for sure, being able to have the experience that sports gave me and sort of bring those same ideas into acting has definitely been a huge help, and something that I appreciate that I did.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. That's great.
Thank you.
Talking a little bit about the future, is there any roles, anything that you have your eye on besides being a freshman in college?
I think I'm just sort of going with the flow at this point. The industry is at an interesting spot coming out of the strikes and coming out of all this stuff. We're sort of catching up. And as it sort of picks up, I'm here and I'm ready for whatever it has to give me. And I'm excited to see what new opportunities present themselves. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. Like I said, I'm gonna continue working on my own production company and working with my mom to try to get some of our own stuff going. And yeah, I'm ready to see what 2025 has to offer.
Hopefully it's a great year. Best
Yeah.
of luck. Thank you for joining us at Amazing TV. I really appreciate our chat.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.